Hello, my name is Charlie Alejandro, and this is my multimodal presentation on the complex issue of littering and pollution in the Butler County area. Why Butler County? I chose Butler County as the subject of my research because much of my primary audience of this presentation are students who attend Miami University, and so because of that, they study relatively close, if not live in the Butler County area. I feel like having a primary audience that is in close proximity to the subject of this presentation may help in regards to making the complex issue more relatable. Reasons for littering. While there isn't a one-size-fits-all reason for littering and pollution in the Butler County area, we are able to come to some conclusions on why people litter in our area. Using the study conducted by Abdul Charderet, Michael Polonsky, and Nicholas McLaren, titled Littering Behavior: A Systematic Review. In the aforementioned study, the authors reviewed past and present studies on littering and the reason for it. Using the information gathered from the article, we can conclude that things like cigarette butts, aluminum cans, and plastic bags are typically the most common things that people litter in suburban/city areas such as the Butler County area. Further using this information, we can begin to hypothesize the reason these items are commonly littered. One reason could be the convenience of throwing something on the ground or out of your car window rather than stopping by a trash or recycling bin. Another reason could be the natural elements such as weather knocking over trash cans and spreading the trash all over the street. This is not an uncommon occurrence in suburban areas. While these two reasons are not the only reasons why people litter, it does help us to begin to formulate solutions for the issue of littering, which I will discuss later in this presentation. How littering and pollution affect the environment. The well-being of the environment is one of the most common reasons for preventing litter and pollution, and it is for a good reason. Whether or not the environment around us is thriving directly impacts us. An example of this could be smog from carbon emissions affecting the air we breathe. Another example could be chemicals from debris and other pieces of trash running off into local streams, ponds, or even wells, which could be harmful to the health of anyone who drinks or consumes the water from any of these sources. The direct harm that severe litter or pollution can cause is not only to humans but also the wildlife surrounding us. This is one of the reasons for why it is so important to act now and take steps to reduce littering and pollution in our area. Solutions for the issue. Now that I have established why people litter in suburban areas such as Butler County and how littering and pollution directly affects the environment around us, I would now like to discuss two potential solutions for the issue of littering. The potential solutions for the issue of littering and pollution in the Butler County area is placing more trash and recycling bins in places that have a higher density of people, such as events or public gathering spaces, such as outdoor venues, parks, and other places similar. And the second solution would be to create an incentive program for recycling. My solution for placing more trash and recycling bins in high density areas is stemmed from two articles. The first article was written by Kimberly Hill and Charles Warner, and it was titled Littering Problems on a Municipal Space: Key Findings to Help Litter Reduction. In this article, the authors examined when littering was most common in multiple areas of England. Some of their findings concluded that places such as parks, beaches, outdoor venues, and other outdoor gathering areas had a higher concentration of litter as opposed to places where there was a lower concentration of people. These findings give us a good understanding of where littering is most likely to occur. So using the information, we may be able to preemptively place more trash and recycling bins in areas such as the ones listed above to hopefully encourage people to place their trash in bins rather than littering. The second article that influenced the solution of placing more trash in recycling bins in areas that many people gather at was an article written by Yara Almosa, Joy Parkinson, and Sharon Rundle Thiel, which was titled Preventing Littering, It's Not All About Sticks. In this article, the researchers surveyed a group of people from Saudi Arabia to get a better understanding of why people litter. In this study, they found that sometimes people litter due to the lack of bins to put their trash in. So, knowing this, I think that the solution of placing more trash and recycling bins in areas with a higher density of people could extend to places outside of just gathering spaces in our area. It can be employed in places like bus stops, parking lots, and gas stations. In regards to my second solution of creating an incentive program for recycling, I believe that this solution could work well in our community because it could incentivize people who wouldn't usually recycle to start doing so, and it would further reward people who already recycle. Having a program where for every plastic bottle or can you recycle, you get something like 5 cents, this could make the process of recycling more appealing and fun to people. The idea stemmed from an article titled Prevention of Litter Through Improved Visual Design, which was written by Hedris Hedrinsaya, Hendro Putra Johannes, and Riza Maulana. In this article, the authors explored how improving the visual design of bins could help incentivize people to recycle. I applied the concept of incentivizing recycling to the Butler County area and found that an incentive like a nickel for each bottle you recycle could be something that people like. Conclusion. To conclude, the issue of littering and pollution in the Butler County area is not one exclusive to us, but it should be taken seriously due to the severe environmental and health consequences that it could have. The solutions that I proposed were to have an incentive program for recycling, to place more trash and recycling bins in areas with a higher density of people. Overall, I believe that with time and effort, the Butler County area could heavily reduce the amount of litter it contains.